realize the obsession you bring to each case and your overriding concern for the humanity involved simply masks the fact that you don't give a rat's ass. Now, don't take that the wrong way. Self-absorption is one of the things I admire most about you. It takes one to love one.
I need to get back to work.
Couldn't have said it better myself. You need to get back to work. Why, Sam? Why do you need it so desperately? When other people would value their friends, enjoy their kids, fall in love, why do you choose to spend so much time in a world of depravity and death? What? Someone put a gun to your head? Catching the monsters, providing closure, mean nothing. Except in how they validate you. And again, I mean that as a compliment. Fundamental selfishness is what makes you so good.
Whatever I get from you is mine. I'm only sorry I won't get it all back before you die.
I recommended him to the regional office. Michael Westmore is an asset to the Bureau, sir. Yes, I understand. Okay, it'll be taken care of properly.
Michael Westmore? Our Michael Westmore?
There's been a series of murders. Victims burned beyond recognition. They began 2 months ago. There have been 3 more in the last 9 days, and he's no closer to clearing it than he was at the beginning. He's in over his head, sir.
Well, who made that assessment?
Washington.
Come on, Bill. You helped train him. You know how capable he is.
I do. I also know the meaning of a directive.
All right, so what? We're going to consult?
It's not a consultation. We've been assigned primary responsibility.
We're taking the case from him.
We're taking the case from him.
Hey, Teach. Glad you're here.
Good to see you, Mike. I wish it was under better circumstances.
Hey.
Hey, Sam. It's been 5 years. You look
Younger. How's Steph and the girls?
Good, good. Hi, Mike Westmore. John Grant. John?
Grace Alvarez.
Hi.
So this is the Allentown that Billy Joel wrote about?
Yeah, this is it.
Well, he wasn't kidding, was he?
What do we got, Mike?
Right in here.
This is the 5th victim, white male, age 56, although the other victims ran the gamut in ages. Well, you got the protocol.
No, we haven't.
Damn it, I told my assistant. Look, things have been nuts around here. I'm really sorry.
Anyway, the victim apparently was followed into the elevator, struck with repeated blows to the head, and then torched. There's a fluorocarbon residue on the wall there.
An aerosol?
Yeah, jerry-rigged aerosol can, disposable lighter. Chemical analysis says he used everything from hairspray to varnish.
Subdural bruising. Could have been a number of things. A bat, tire iron, pitching wedge. There's no coagulation around the edges of the burn. Burning was post-mortem.
Yeah, he killed him, then he went for the face. Figures for a sadist, doesn't he?
Sam.
I keep getting the sense of some sort of ritual, like he felt the need for prayer or penance.
Like some kind of ceremony, baptism of fire, or... I gotta figure these are random kills. I mean, this guy hadn't been in the area very long. He had no friends, no relatives in town here.
Body may have had a brush with the killer right up here in the staircase.
But she never got a look at his face. She said she smelled smoke, though.
Did you take a look in his apartment?
No indication the killer was ever inside. You can look if you want to.
No, I'm sure that your report will be fine.
John and I will take a walk through. Go back over the files with Mike, and we'll meet up later.
You need some sleep?
No. I need a suspect. Look, I'm under no illusions here. I know you guys are here to bail me out.
Oh, I wouldn't exactly put it there, right?
Well, I'll do it for you. I just want you to know I'm ready for it.
Excuse me, Agent Westmore?
Excuse me. No, I haven't got anything for you. I haven't got a statement. I've got nothing on the crimes at this time. When I'm ready to release a statement, I will release a statement.
Thank you very much. Aaron, please, pipe these press guys upstairs. You're killing me. I haven't got time to deal with
They
this.
told me he was from the courthouse.
And the police commissioner called at noon.
I couldn't find you.
You couldn't find me. Great. Aaron, wait. Okay. This is unbelievable. Call the ME's office. Tell them we are not going to have a battle over territory right now. These guys are here to help us out. Frank, do you know how liable the department would be if it got out that confidential informants had been compromised?
The informant was promised 2 plane tickets over a month ago.
Well, we're tapped out,
The
Frank.
information was exchanged based
We
on
haven't
authorized.
got the money, Frank.
Authorized it 3 weeks ago.
Well, that was a long time ago. Times are changing. There's no money. You want to know how bad it's got? I've got confidential informants calling me on the line. If somebody else picks up that line, I mean, you know, I'm the only one supposed to have access to this information. What's up?
Your wife called. She wanted to remind you you've got St. Bernardine's tomorrow night. Jesse's dance recital at 8.
Okay. St. Bernardine's, 8 o'clock. Thank you.
The girls are getting so big.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't even ask about Chloe. How's she doing?
Oh, she's very well, thank you. Actually, she's getting a little scary. I'm at the stage with her where I'm not sure which one of us is the mother. So.
Sam, how do you profile a killer whose victims are all random?
Well, you don't. But I doubt that they are. Something about them is triggering his need to act.
Their faces.
Why, Michael?
Because he doesn't like them. Because, I don't know, self-loathing. He doesn't like his own.
Or maybe because he's a burn victim himself.
Eddie, it's me. I know you're in there. I talked to the super. You can't keep avoiding me. We gotta do this. The reason it kept us from doing it is dead. I'm gonna keep coming back to you, let me explain.
Well, there's no sexual component to the attack, so I'm thinking our killer might be a burn victim himself.
Why?
Well, because he burns his victim. Because he burns his victims, so revenge may be his strongest motivation.
How does that square with your notion of serving penance?
Well, at the moment, that's all it is. But it could be that after he acts out against his victims, he feels the need to repent.
I'll have George check hospital and burn unit records in the area.
Already done. Nothing.
I still think victimology is the only card we have to play. If they're victims of opportunity, chances are good that they've crossed paths. Video rental place, shopping center.
All the interviews are in the files back in the office. If you think I missed something,
Doesn't hurt to go back over them.
Sorry. This one I gotta take.
If you've got any thoughts, I'd like to hear them.
I'm not holding back.
You're protecting him.
I'm not protecting him, Bailey.
I understand being overwhelmed, Sam, but that's not what I'm saying. He's not in control.
Bailey, we have dozens of open cases.
This is his only case, and he's 0 for 1. 3 killings in 9 days. We're in the middle of a spree. What happened between the two of you is none of my business. What's happening here is we were sent to do a job, now let's do it.
I am doing my job. Excuse me.
Please, stop. I cannot deal with this right now. I am in the middle of a case. So for God's sake, what do you want from me?
May I have your attention, please? Empire Service, New York, Albany, West, Niagara Falls.
Excuse me. When we're through here, I've been in for 2 weeks in Maui with my husband and son. What people do to each other.
We got an ID here. Her name is Marion Conaway. She was the cleaning woman.
Personal belongings?
$28 in cash and food stamps.
We can connect 2 of the other victims to Logan Station. They had restaurant receipts, train tickets. That's commonality, Mike.
Yeah, but 3 of them are not connected to Logan at all.
That we know of.
There's hundreds of people that go through the station every day. Is it commonality if half the city has it in common?
It's a place to start.
Still the same pattern. He's trying to remove their identities.
He doesn't care about their identities. He left their wallet, credit cards.
They may have frightened him like a child who's afraid of a monster. He may be destroying their identities to erase his own fear or some memory of a traumatic event.
You've seen the pictures of the victims pre-attack. There's nothing frightening about them.
Well, not to us, no.
Well, they were different ages, different races, both sexes. How could they all have instilled the same sense of fright?
Could be suffering from some form of dementia or paranoia.
It's the damn news media. They're vultures.
Want me to deal with them?
No, let them hang.
Stonewall them, they start to assume we're as nowhere as we really are. Then they hang us.
Okay, I better give him something.
What?
He's going through a really hard time. Do you have to remind him how nowhere we are?
6 victims, 3 of whom are connected to the station, and he misses it. Come on, Sam.
I can't. Yeah, well, when I can, I will, so stop pressing me. Yeah, well, you gotta leave this one alone now, all right? There's more involved here than you know. And there you go.
So what time's dinner?
6:30. I haven't been getting home much, so your being here's a good excuse. So you seen anyone?
I'm not sure. The U.S. attorney prosecuting Lucas. I'm seeing him, but I'm not really seeing him.
You'd like to see him.
I'd like to see him.
So see him.
We'll see. Of all the locations, I'm surprised that our killer would choose a place like this. It's too public. He'd be afraid people would come after him.
Maybe he comes through here on his way to work.
All these faces. Some look at you, some don't. Maybe he isn't choosing his victims. Maybe they're choosing him. I took Chloe to see this movie. She said it was for little kids, but she still cried at the end.
I keep meaning to take the girls.
How long has Jessica been dancing?
A year. I've missed half our recital, so I'm not gonna miss this one. Sam. You know, I used to live for this job. Now I think I'm afraid of it. And I'm afraid to make a decision. I'm afraid not to make a decision. I feel like I'm this close to losing it. You know?
Do you remember the Marine Corps movie theater? 24 hours of Bogart and a Maltese Falcon to anyone who could stay awake.
Still have mine.
You forgot your wallet.
Like, you didn't have any money.
I was the date.
Oh, yeah. 2 FBI trainees crash Bogart Festival. Now, that would have been beautiful.
Yeah. You know that you can tell me anything, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's one of those things. It's
You mean a
the
house?
thing. That's a house?
Hey, what did you think it was?
That's a dog. It's a boxer. It's a boxer.
Looks like a pig.
It's a it's a cat. It's a cat. And
That was your clock you're reading up.
it's a cat house. It's the
Come on, time.
no, the best little cat whorehouse in Texas. No. It's little. It's a little cat house on the prairie. It's
Come on,
let
time.
the machine get it. It's so hot and it's
time.
in
Time.
pain. It's in pain. It's the cat's in pain. It's the cat on a hot tin roof. Cat on a hot tin roof. Eh?
Finally. 3 games to 2. Looks like they beat his partner.
They were way over time.
Hey, we're still partners. Don't forget it.
Funny, thought you already did. Let me check that message.
Anybody want a drink? Want me to freshen up your drink?
No, thanks, Mike.
I'm good, thanks.
I didn't know you were Jameson's man.
I'm not. I just remember that's your brand, right?
Still is.
There, hang up. Michael?
Steph, I can't help it if some nut keeps hanging up on you.
You're coming more often.
Well, then don't answer the phone.
He's got a lot of pressure on him. I mean, he hasn't slept in 3 days. He's trying to run the office. He's got the press all
He's
over
having an
him.
affair, Sam.
He loves his wife,
That
Billy.
may be, but he's having an affair. If you can't focus on a problem of this magnitude, it's because something bigger's got his attention.
Oh, what? And it's automatically an affair?
Not automatically. Spent the night drinking mineral water. There's nothing in his bar except the Jamesons he bought from me, so I rule out booze. I had George do a scan of his bank account.
Bailey.
There's no unusual activity, so I doubt he's into the books. And when what's supposed to be a man's loving touch turns into a patronizing pat on the head, I know what that means.
Bailey, he is one of our own.
I did it because he is one of our own. Because there's more at stake here than his ego or your friendship. Sam.
Yes, I'll drive.
I'm confirming that the cause of her death was due to blunt force trauma. So fortunately, she never felt the surface temperature on her skin that reached 140 degrees. So, how long have you known Michael?
Oh, since Quantico.
A tension-filled environment, if ever there was one. Did he help to relieve the tension?
No. We dated for about a month, and then we both realized that we liked each other too much to ruin the friendship, so... We were at each other's weddings, but it's ancient history.
She looks pretty harmless to me. But you think he's afraid of her?
Yeah, I do. But what triggers his fear? She looked at him, right? I mean, they look at him directly. How does someone serve penance?
Ah, guilt. I was raised on it.
That's right. He's guilty. And when you look at him, you see his guilt. Grace, this guy may not be disfigured. He may have disfigured someone else.
What are you looking at? Stop it. Stop it. Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me and turn around.
May I have your attention, please? Capital Limited is now arriving. Pittsburgh, Huntsville, Cumberland, Martinsburg, and Washington, D.C. Now arriving.
What are you looking at?
Eddie, I know you're in there. Eddie? We need to talk. It wasn't your fault. Mom and Dad, they thought it was your fault. They didn't know. Can't we start over, Eddie? You're the only family I have. Eddie!
Richie?
Carrie McLean, 28, single, part-time photography major, supported herself by doing temp work and tending bar at a downtown club called Limelight.
Well, she's got a pretty nice apartment for someone tending bar. Maybe she's got a rich father.
Or a sugar daddy. Building's a little far outside the kill zone, too, but we can place her inside the zone. Yesterday, found a receipt in her purse from a cappuccino cart at Logan Station.
Try and find a witness to back that up.
You bet. All those 3 victims we thought had no connection to the station?
Commuters.
Yeah.
Great. What's different?
Nothing really. Lining around the eye socket still has some organic matter, but
Do we know she was a dancer?
Not as far as we know.
Place is being cleaned of prints. First time he's done that.
maybe it's starting to sink in that what he's doing is depraved.
Well, nothing appears disturbed or stolen. Brilliant piece of deduction, huh?
Look, Michael, I know what it's like to be under a lot of pressure. Things tend to seem out of control.
No, I'll be okay. When this is all over, I'll be okay.
Listen, I have a strange question. Do you know if this woman was a dancer?
Does it matter?
I don't know. I mean, I just keep getting the sense that she was a dancer, like a ballerina or something. I mean, it has nothing to do with penance or guilt or the profile.
Sam, I don't know how you do what you do. You just help me catch this guy before he finds another victim.
Do you mean these things? Why do you think I wanted to see you after 25 years? We have to try, Eddie. It won't be easy, but if we're honest with each other, I hated you. My kid brother, as far as they were concerned, I didn't exist. You were the smart one. You were the good one. You were the star. I wanted them to hate you the way I did. I'd have done anything. But you have to believe me. It was supposed to be a prank. I turned the pilot light all the way up. And I lit that match and I put it in your hand. I wanted them to blame you. My shirt caught fire, it burned so fast I couldn't get it off. I let them blame you. And they said you were a monster. And for all these years, I've let them and you believe it. And when Dad died, 2 months ago today, Eddie, I knew I had to tell you so that maybe if you could forgive me, we could be brothers again. Eddie? Eddie?
Well, he's not afraid of fire. Fire empowers him. It gives him strength. It heals him. Look at what we associate fire with. Trial by fire, baptism by fire. It purifies, cauterizes wounds.
It also destroys. It's one of the 4 elements: earth, water, air, fire.
I think I went to a concert of this once.
Did you get a witness to carry McLean at Logan Station?
No, I covered that one. A cappuccino guy talked to her. She was there for over an hour, waiting for a girlfriend who never showed up.
She came from a busted home, so I doubt she's being supported by the family. Haven't been able to come up with any additional sources of income.
I went back over the ME report. 2 of the victims did not die from head trauma.
He burned them when they were still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So the blow to the head was meant to disable. Cause of death was inconsistent.
Yes, but his fear of being seen is consistent. Maybe he isn't trying to destroy their faces. Grace, you said that the temperature on the skin was 140 degrees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough to destroy the eyes?
You need a sustained 160 at least. The eyes are 90% water.
So a blast to the face wouldn't do it. You'd have to focus the flame on the eyes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Well, then that's it. I mean, that's his target. Their eyes. Because they see him for what he is.
Sooner or later, he's going to show up at Logan Station.
Well, we could wait for him to come running into our arms. But I doubt that'll happen.
Or maybe we could force him to come running into our arms. By making eye contact.
Michael, are you reading me?
Clearly.
John.
I got you.
Really? Over there.
On the east side of the floor, wearing overcoat, dark glasses. That could be him. It's him. Go.
See anyone?
Calm down. Stay away from me. Calm down. Relax. All right. Calm down. All right, let's get up. Come on. Now, let's get up. No, don't look at me. I'm not going to look at you. Promise. Nobody's going to look at you. Stand up. Get up. When people look at me. I know. Nobody's going to look at you. Shh. Everything's going to be okay.
He jumped! He just jumped!
He was raving. It's like he was speaking a different language, and I tried to calm him down, but there was nothing I could do. He went right out the window.
I got here just as he took the plunge. 2.5 revolutions in the pike position.
Let's have these dusted.
Yes, sir.
Where was Westmore?
Looked like he was trying to stop him. It's lucky he didn't land on a pedestrian.
Michael, you need to go home.
No, I'm fine. It's just, it's not the way I wanted it to end. But there's a ton of paperwork to do.
The paperwork will be there tomorrow, all right? Come on.
Did you know today is Jesse's 7th birthday?
Come on, let's get you home, okay?
Agent Westmore. This is Richard Belzer. His brother's the...
No one has told me anything except for that my brother's dead.
Well, sir, your brother was a prime suspect in a series of particularly brutal homicides. He was observed going into Logan Station, began acting in a highly agitated fashion. When we attempted to take him into custody, he was pursued back to his apartment, where he jumped. I'm sorry. Would you like to claim the body? You have a right to a copy of the coroner's report as well as
Don't
any
worry.
other...
I'm not going to sue.
Wasn't it Da Vinci who said if a suspect and Feather fall off a building, they hit the ground at the same time?
Galileo. And only if they're in a vacuum.
His brother absolved him of his guilt. Why did he kill himself?
Well, he killed 7 people. Maybe he feels guilty about that.
You take care of the paper.
You bet. Thank you.
Glad we could help.
Well, will you come to Jessica's party? No Pictionary, I swear. Just coffee and cake.
Great news. Jason peed in the potty for the first time. Morgan caught the moment on tape. I want to see it live.
Grace.
Which I have a feeling won't be as soon as I thought.
You said that Carrie McLean's eyes were still intact.
Well, not completely intact, but there was still some organic material that remained. Case is closed. What's the matter?
Well, what about the other victims? Were their eyes completely burned away?
I don't know. I'll check.
Samantha Waters.
Hi, Sam. It's me. I just got your message.
Listen, I need whatever you can find on the last victim, Carrie McLean.
Gee, could you be more general?
Recent activities.
I mean, was she planning a trip to the Bahamas, or did she just rob Fort Knox?
Yes.
Okay. You understand a search of this nature might not be strictly kosher? Okay.
It's very important that whatever you find come directly to me.
Don't do this. Bailey is my boss. If I develop information, technically, it should go to him.
This is personal, George, please.
Did I say technically? I meant theoretically. I'll get right back to you.
In all the other cases, there was no material left in the eye socket. They were completely burnt.
He didn't know the eyes were the target. Thought it was enough to burn her face.
What's the matter, Sam?
Just a headache. Oh, thanks.
I don't know, the hours you keep, the travel, Chloe. How do you balance everything?
Oh, poorly.
That's not what Michael says.
No, he's being sweet.
I want to apologize for the other night. Sometimes I just let the situation get the best of me, and that was one of those times.
Oh, how was Jesse's dance recital?
Oh, she was terrific. I was a wreck, but she was terrific.
I know how important it was for Michael to be there.
But duty called. We're getting used to it. You want that? No, we're not getting used to it.
Come on, you guys. It's time to open presents.
Yes, open the presents!
That's great.
Big pieces for everybody, Dad.
All right, big pieces it is.
Need it?
Samantha Waters.
You're not allowed to have...
Hey, it's me. Found some tidbits on Carrie McLean. 2 years ago, she was busted for bringing in controlled substances from the Caribbean, and she's filed a 940 return. Confidential federal informant. Seems she's pretty useful to one or two highly placed people.
Here's a great big piece.
Thanks.
There we go. Take this case over to Sam, okay? Here we go.
What do you say to Sam?
Thank you for my present, Sam.
Oh, thank you very much for the cake.
Come on, sweetie.
Listen, Michael, there have been some complications in the McLean case. Apparently they found some fingerprints in the apartment. Bailey didn't tell me exactly where, but we're going to get back in the morning and do some more work. So, go through the sink traps, look for hair samples, that sort of thing. Can you?
Yeah, sure. What time?
Billy didn't tell me, so you know what? I'll talk to him at the hotel and I'll call you later.
I'll be there.
Okay.
Come on, sweetie.
Hugs.
I kept hoping you wouldn't come through that door. Your informant. You were having an affair with her. So what, did you decide to kill her when you realized that you could make it look like the other crimes?
It was stupid. It was a stupid mistake, and I was trying to end it. It's only a couple of weeks. She started blackmailing me. But the more I gave her, the more she wanted. I even took money out of the Bureau's accounts. And then she threatened to tell Stephanie, and I was going to lose my family.
So while your family was at the dance recital, you were here. You were the one that she was waiting for at Logan Station. You set her up. All the pages you kept getting, all those phone calls at home.
Sam! She was a drug dealer.
She was working for you, Michael! Eddie Felser didn't jump out that window, did he?
Eddie Felser murdered 6 people.
And you only murdered 2.
I didn't know what to do. Did you tell Bailey? Does he know?
No.
Then we can make this between us. We can keep this between us, Sam. Look, there are degrees of culpability here. You know that. I mean, a drug dealer and a serial murderer? Nobody's gonna cry over them. We can do this, Sam. We can do this. Nobody ever has to know. Please. Help me. For everything that we had?
For everything we had. That's why I'm going to give you the chance to surrender.
I can't do that, Sam. You don't understand. I can't. Sam. What about my kids? Think about my kids.
No, Michael. You were supposed to do that.
I know how much you cared for him, Sam.
Sometimes I think the only way to do this job is not to care.
You don't believe that.